Hi everyone, Duane here on how to use Excel to name cells and ranges and how to use range names to navigate through your workbook and to set up formulas and functions. First of all, we're going to look at naming groups of cells or ranges of cells. If I highlight C3 to C7, I go up to the Formulas ribbon, I click on Define Name. The dialog box here says North, and that's the label above the range of cells I've selected. I click on OK to accept that, and it's named that range. If I highlight the next range, and this is a different method, we're going to the left-hand side of the formula bar where I see the name box. I click in there, and I type the word South and hit Enter. Now I've named that range of cells there. If I click on the little drop arrow next to the name box, it shows me both those range names, and I can select them, and it'll take me to that range name. Now we're going to look at naming ranges in bulk by using Create from Selection. But before we do that, I want to go to the Name Manager because I want to remove the names that we already have. I'm selecting those, hitting Delete, OK, and Close. We're starting again with the range names. I'm going to B2, highlighting to D7. I want to name these ranges here by the labels of North and South and by the names on the left-hand side. I go to Create from Selection. A little dialog box comes up and says it's going to use the top row, left column. That's what I want, so I go OK. Now, highlight these two cells here. It's named them according to the label on the left, Judy Baker. If I highlight South, it's named South by the label above. So that's naming ranges in bulk by using Create from Selection. I'm clicking on the Name Manager again so you can see the full list of range names. In here, you can change the names, you can change the cell references, and you can delete them as we've seen. I'm just showing you that. I'm closing out now. Now I'm going to look at putting range names into functions. If I type equals SUM down here, and I'm going to type in North, that's the range name, and close the bracket and hit Enter, it adds up the North group. There's one way just by typing it in. If I go to the next one and type SUM, open a bracket, and this time hit the F3 key to get the list of range names, I can click on South and paste that in by hitting OK. I'm going to hit Enter, and it's used North and South as range names in those functions. If I go to E3 and put in a standard sum function, which would be C3 colon D3, and close a bracket and hit Enter, it doesn't put the range names in there, of course. Now I can use the autofill and fill it down. Now I have the range names in these two down here, but not in this cell, these cells here where I've put in the standard function. But I can apply those range names, just in case you have a sheet where all the functions are done, and then you add range names and you want to put the range names into the formulas. I can go to the Define Name command, hit the drop arrow and choose Apply Range Names, and there they all are. I'm going to go OK, and that will apply the range names to those formulas. I'm now clicking on the commission sheet down the bottom here. In this example, I want to name a single cell. We see the commission rate here, and we see 2.5% in D2. I click in that cell. I'm going to use the name box to name this. I'm going to type in com rate. Now you are not allowed to have spaces. You're not allowed to start a range name with a number. But you see camel case separates it out by uppercase C and uppercase R. If I hit Enter to complete that, I've named that cell. Now I'm going to D4. I'm going to put a formula in here that will multiply the sales by the com rate. Equals, click in C4, asterisk to multiply, click in D2, and you see com rate pops in there. Now I could have typed it in either way. I'm hitting Enter. I'm going to fill that down. That works perfectly well. If I click in the first cell, shows me com rate. Yep. I go down a couple, hit F2 to activate the cell. It shows me com rate. So that's worked. Well, there's a good little look at how to use Excel to name cells and ranges. If you have any questions on that, you can always contact me on info@projectexcel.com.au. I hope you liked it. If you did, please give it a like and maybe subscribe. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.